So you're looking at Canon's full-frame mirrorless lineup, and you've probably stumbled right into this classic dilemma: the R8 or the R6 Mark II. I get it. On paper, they look so similar in some ways, but there are these key differences that could totally make or break the decision for you. So let's just dive right in and figure out which one of these cameras is actually the right one for you.
Okay, let's start with the big one, the elephant in the room. $1,400. That's the price difference we're talking about here. So the real question we need to answer in this explainer is, what exactly are you getting for that extra cash? And more importantly, is it actually worth it for your kind of photography?
You've really got two different philosophies here. On one side, there's the Canon R8. This camera is all about making that beautiful, professional full-frame look more accessible than it's ever been. And on the other side, the R6 Mark II. This thing is a true workhorse built from the ground up for photographers who demand absolute peak performance and reliability. It's really a story of accessibility versus pure, raw capability.
But, before we even get into all the differences, we have to talk about what makes this choice so dang difficult to begin with. And it all starts with one simple fact. Deep down, these cameras share the exact same heart.
Check this out. Both cameras, they're built around the exact same 24-megapixel full-frame sensor. They have the same incredible ISO range for shooting in low light, and they both shoot absolutely gorgeous 4K video. So what does that really mean? It means when it comes to the pure, raw potential of the image you can capture, they're identical. And that is what makes this decision so tough.
So, if the heart of these cameras is the same, where in the world does that $1,400 go? Well, this is where the story starts to get really interesting. We are about to break down the absolute game-changing differences that your money buys when you decide to step up to that R6 Mark II. Let me ask you a question, just to frame this next part. If you could only point to one single feature that truly separates these two cameras, what would it be? Hint, it's probably the most important feature you can have for handheld shooting. The answer is in-body image stabilization, or as you'll hear it called, IBIS. Just think of it like a built-in superpower for steadiness. There's this tiny, incredibly smart little mechanism inside the camera that physically moves the sensor to cancel out your handshake. And the best part? It works with any lens you put on the camera. And here is where the gap between them becomes a chasm. The R8 has zero in-body stabilization. None. It has to rely completely on the stabilization that's built into a lens. But the R6 Mark II, it has an incredible 8 stops of IBIS. That means you can get tack-sharp photos handheld in super dim light at shutter speeds that would just be a blurry mess on the R8. It is a complete and total game changer.
Next up, autofocus. Now don't get me wrong, the R8 has a very, very good system with over 1,000 focus points, but the R6 Mark II has nearly 5,000. I mean, look at that chart. In the real world, what that translates to is the R6 Mark II can lock onto and track fast, unpredictable subjects with way more accuracy and precision. Okay, now let's talk about the stuff that makes a camera a reliable tool for a pro. The R8 has a single card slot, a battery life of around 290 shots, and a max shutter speed of 1/4000th of a second. The R6 Mark II, it basically doubles everything. You get dual card slots for instant backups, which is huge. You get double the battery life so you can shoot all day, and you get a faster 1/8000th shutter to freeze even the fastest action. These aren't just numbers on a page. For professional, these are necessities. So, we've looked at the specs, but specs on their own are kind of meaningless, right? Let's put them in context. Now we're going to match these features to your actual photography style so you can really see which camera lines up with the kind of work you do. First up, let's talk to the travelers and the street photographers. This is for all of you who are living out of a backpack or spending hours and hours walking city streets where every single ounce of weight really starts to matter. So here's the trade-off. The R8 is so much lighter and more compact. It's genuinely a joy to carry all day. It's discreet, it won't kill your shoulder, but the R6 Mark II brings that amazing IBIS for those sharp, moody nighttime cityscapes, plus an anti-dust shutter that protects your sensor when you're smarping lenses on a windy street corner. So you're choosing between portability and pure flexibility. All right, now for the sports and wildlife shooters. If you're out there trying to nail that game-winning shot or capture a bird taking flight, your camera's raw performance is literally everything. Look, for this category, it's not even a close race.
The R6 Mark II is the clear, decisive winner, hands down. That massive number of autofocus points for tracking, the faster mechanical shutter to grab the perfect moment, and its IBS, which is so crucial for stabilizing those big, long telephoto lenses, it all just makes it the far superior tool for this job. Next up, let's talk about the professional and wedding photographers. This is for those of you who get paid to shoot where a missed shot, or heaven forbid, a failed memory card isn't just a bummer, it's a potential disaster for your business. For any working pro, especially a wedding photographer, features like the R6 Mark II's dual card slots, they're just not negotiable. That's your insurance policy, right there. And having a battery that you know is going to last through a long ceremony and the reception is just vital. When it's paid work, these reliability features make the R6 Mark II the only sensible choice. And finally, for my videographers out there, the content creators, the filmmakers, the YouTubers, both of these cameras are absolute video powerhouses, but they're definitely tailored for different kinds of productions.
Here's how it breaks down. The R8 gives you incredible 4K video quality for the price, and its lighter weight is absolutely perfect for using on a gimbal. It's fantastic for vlogging, for most online content. But for the serious filmmaker, the R6 Mark II's ability to shoot raw video, giving you massive flexibility in color grading, combined with its IBS for super smooth handheld shots, well, that puts it in a totally different league.
Okay, we have thrown a ton of information at you. So, after all of that, how do you actually make the final call? Let's just boil everything down into a really simple framework to make your choice crystal clear. Here it is. You should choose the Canon R8 if your budget is your top priority. That $1,400 you save can buy you a phenomenal lens. Choose it if portability is your #1 concern, maybe for travel or street photography. And you should definitely choose it if you mostly shoot in good light or with stabilized lenses, where the lack of IBS isn't as big of a deal. On the other hand, you need to step up to the R6 Mark II if you are a working professional who absolutely requires the reliability of dual card slots and a battery that will not die on you. Choose it if you shoot fast-moving action like sports or wildlife. And, of course, choose it if you need that incredible flexibility that IBIS gives you for handheld shooting with any lens you can imagine. So, in the end, it all comes down to this one question. Which path are you going to choose? Is it the path of accessibility, getting that amazing full-frame image quality in a lighter, more affordable camera? Or is it the path of pure capability, investing in a professional tool that just removes limitations and is ready for any job you throw at it? The choice is yours. Thanks for tuning in.